everyone, it's Sammy and today I'm going to work on a card project. Actually, I'm going to pull my hair up as I talk. So I did adjust the camera a little bit so that I don't have to be reaching out way over here. I can actually be relatively close to where I'm actually sitting. So I needed to adjust that and I think it's going to work. I think everything's pretty much straight so that I can actually work right here. This is actually a comfortable distance for me to actually see what I'm doing. So I ended up pulling out quite a few things that I want to use today. I'm using quite a few new things. I got some stuff from Fawn, so I've got a few things I may end up using here. I know I'm going to use this one for sure. I'm going to do some sort of cloudy, airbrushy, actually not airbrush, ink applicated background to make rainbow clouds, and then I may use the thank you. I'm not sure. There are some sentiments in this stamp set that I plan on using. We're going to just make a unicorn card. My Simon Says stamp stuff has not come yet, so I can't use the new things that I wanted to use with this die. So I will be probably using this die again next week or the week after, depending on when I finally get that order. And so my Fawn order came with this twine. I'm going to try to use this to make a bow on my project. So I think I will color the unicorn with some green and aqua teal color to match that. So I think I'm going to just grab some white paper, cut a bunch of various cloud strips, and then start ink applicating. So that is step number one here. I do have my Big Shot close by. So we're going to just get these guys off of here, and I do have to cut these or bend them. I don't actually know where my wire cutters are right now. So I'm going to just wiggle these guys apart. These ones are pretty easy to do because they are just in a straight row. So we've got 3 different clouds. We need to cut for cloud shapes, and then I'm probably going to use this thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out so we don't have the light reflecties on this thing. Oh, that could be kind of annoying. Still can't get it up. There we go. The glue dots make it stick. Okay. So now we've got our dies out, and I don't know which one I want to use. I think I want to go full unicorn here with the horn one. I'll work on stamping that. Oh, it's stuck to something too. It was just stuck to the plastic. So I think I'll use that guy. I'm just going to set that aside for now. I'm going to work on cutting out clouds, and then I want to cut the thank you out probably to match this. So maybe a dark teal. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going with. So I will cut that out to match the twine. So it's going to be sped up time for cutting and picking out a teal color that will match. I thought I had those card fronts here. Libby's been in here messing around. Let's see, I cut a bunch of card thingies. Oh, I don't know where they went. I've got stuff just scattered everywhere. It's madness in here. Let's see, I happen to stick them back there. Oh yes, I did. Okay, so I set these in front of them. There are the cards I have. I think I'm going to just go with this one as the card base. It will match everything. So the card bases are like the same height almost, so I totally missed it since the front one was white. It is just stuck in my little holder there. Okay, so this is going to be my card base. Set that aside. I picked out this one to match the twine, which I think it does pretty good. It does match really well there. Okay, so I've got that piece I will cut the thank you from, and then I cut my white paper for the cloud cutting at 4.25, so I have a white card base and another card base there with that color. Just gonna shove those aside for card making time. And so let's see, I want to just go ahead and start chopping. I need to cut the thank you out of this one. Let's see if I can line it up so I waste not so much of this one. Okay. And since I'm going to have to do a lot of passes, I think I'm going to try to just cut a piece off of this. And then I can also stick some cloud cuts on here as well. I don't know how many clouds I want to cut. Shove that this way. Does that work? Yeah, okay. This thing is kind of curvy. Okay. I'm gonna Get these guys lined up. I will have to trim this down a little bit, I think. I'm just gonna cut some clouds. And that way I can consolidate. Okay, so there's some cloudage. Let's go. Oh my gosh. That was such a dork move. Brain dead mom move. I need the cover plate on top. Oh, that is super cute. Thank you. This paper's really thick. Took a second to wiggle it apart there. I might need a new cutting pad. It seems like it did not want to cut all the way through this die, so that's not good. I gotta make sure my die is not defective because that would stink. I think it's probably my cutting pad, but we're gonna cut another one because I've got fuzzy edges, connected pieces, and that's not good for something so delicate. So we're gonna try that one again on a different part of this cutting board, cutting mat. Oh man, I love that. Look at those stitched clouds. Okay, so we've got quite a few to work with. We're gonna keep making a few more. Really, really cute. I'm gonna just have a stack of these going. Moment of truth for this guy. Did it cut all the way through? Or are we having a problem with the same spots? See, I think we're having some problems. Oh no, this one cut way better. Okay. It is still not good. I might need new cutting pads, but the die definitely works. That was what I was concerned with. You want it to work. Okay, so there's the thank you. I'll weed out the little pieces after this. And so now we have we need 7 clouds to make the colors. Let's see. Roy, G, Biv, 7. So I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 for indigo and violet. Probably, yeah, I should. So we need 1 more cloud. Actually, let's see. One of those was really big. I'm gonna cut another one from this one. Now we will work on inking those up, and I don't have any dedicated scrap paper. I think I'm just gonna use the back side of this. I've used it for other things actually, so I guess this is my dedicated scrap paper there. So I have stuff way up here that I'm gonna work on. I've got some clouds. We will start arranging and then we will ink them. So I need to know, I'll do that one on the bottom because it is the bottom. And then we want to layer them so that they don't look the exact same. So that will be our order there. We'll just go from the bottom, and instead of red, I'm going to do pink. So I'm going to grab my rainbow inks and we'll start inking. We're changing up the rainbow a tiny bit. So we've got, all these are Stampin' Up! Inks, by the way. Strawberry Slush for our red. Our orange is going to be Pumpkin Pie. Our yellow is going to be Daffodil Delight. Our green is going to be Pear Pizzazz. All starting over here. Blue is going to be actually an aqua. And our indigo and violet are going to be the dark blue and an actual purple. So we've got Pacific Point and Wisteria Wonder here for those. So we're going to just start inking. I am going to try this one out. Hopefully it will do a decent job. We're just going to give it a try. And I will need all of these guys. I'll probably do one color on each side and see what happens with that. So down at the bottom we're going to start pink. So I'll go across, and I've never done this before, so we're going to test it out on a scrap paper first. See what we're doing. I don't know how much ink or anything. Oh, see, wow, that came on strong. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to tone it back a little bit. That was a lot. Okay, these clouds might be Might be scary. All right, we're gonna go with it. See what happens. I'm really trying not to press very hard. I'm getting some scratchiness, like some scratchy marks. I'm trying to be really careful to not press hard and get scratchies. But I definitely want some color. I just don't want it to be too much. Trying to build up slowly. Okay, so for my first attempt, it's not terribly awful. It's just mildly awful. That part does not look the best. But it's clouds. I mean, part of it's going to be thicker. Part of it's going to be darker. Okay, we're gonna go with that. It looks pretty rough, but we're gonna go with it. All right, so now we need orange for our next one. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna pretend like it looks really good. Like with all things, we make it work. Oh yeah, that's, and the thing is, like it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of anything on there. I'm used to being way over here now. So it's deceptive because there's quite a bit of ink on there, even when it looks like there's not a whole lot there. All right, I feel like that one came out way smoother than the first initial shock. So we're building here. We've got 2 colors so far. Let's keep going. So now we need to change our little foam thing. We'll do yellow. If I was smart, I would have done the orange, or I mean the yellow first before the orange, and then I could have used the same thingamabobber foam thing. Oh, that one was easy. Yellow is very subtle. There we go, yellow. Oh, I love it already. It's starting to look like something. My colors over here. And then we've got green. See, I got a blotchy bit. We're gonna pretend like it's not blotchy. We're gonna pretend this isn't my first time doing this. This one. I don't like that blotch, but we're gonna just roll with it. Okay, we've got green. Now, just grab the other ink. This one's Coastal Cabana. I don't know if any of these colors are still around or if they're retired. I haven't followed Stampin' Up! Stuff in years and years. I know they have different ink pads all together now. I remember when they changed the actual like pads. It was a big to-do, and now the whole ink pad situation is completely different. But I haven't tried those. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good there. All right, and I'm gonna use Pacific, what is this? Pacific Point for the dark blue. And I think I'm just gonna use the same side. Why not? Oh boy, this one's gonna be really dark. So I have been, I think, using it like this instead of like this. And I don't know which way you're supposed to do it, if you're even supposed to do it at an angle either way, or just going to try whatever. Yeah, I think I like it the other angle better. Like this. This one's definitely streaky because I feel like the darker the color, the streakier it looks. That's okay. last one is going to be, oops, last one's going to be our purple. This is Wisteria Wonder. I should look through my distressed inks and get them organized so that I can actually use them. Okay, this one is, there it is. Like, this one's very light, not showing up the best. It's there. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. It's more gray, grayish than purplish. All right, I'm gonna put another purple on top of that one because I'm not loving that color. It's very muted. All right, we're gonna try this on top of here. This is Shaded Lilac Distress ink, and I don't even know how juicy this is. It's very old, but I hope it will, yeah, it'll brighten it up a little bit. Okay, we're going with that. The other purple I had, the other purple I have is very dark, so I didn't want to use that one. I think that's much better. Okay, so it definitely looks different than the blue, which is what I wanted. Okay, so I just switched. It still looks kind of muted, but it works. All right, so we'll get this out of the way. I've got my card here. I don't know where the camera cut off. It cut off somewhere, but we're gonna keep going. So there's my card base. And I think I'm gonna have to do some trimming on these. Don't think they're gonna line up exactly. I do want to have a little bit of the aqua showing through, so I think what I will do is actually assemble these, and I am going to trim off some that I know I'm not gonna need so that it won't be quite as thick and bulky. Okay, I've got these. I'm going to get this fuzz out of here and start assembling. And we'll add a bunch of adhesive to all the bottoms of these guys, and then we'll stick them together and hope that we can slice through them just slightly because we need to slice a tiny bit. I probably should have cut my paper ahead of time, but I did not. Okay, we've got pink. Oops. No, oh, they're all sticky. All right, pink. We're gonna line up with the edge the best we can. Let's see, our adhesive has to be hidden. It's got to come up a tiny bit more. Oh, see, and I see some adhesive on our yellow, so I need to move that one just a tiny bit. You don't want adhesive showing. Moment of truth. Can I slice and dice through all the clouds? We are about to find out. And success. So that's what it's going to look like. I do want the aqua showing on the edges, so that looks good to me. I definitely feel like it's busy, but it's a rainbow. It's supposed to look a certain way. Okay, and let's get this lined up straight here. As even a border as I can eyeball here. Looks okay. Looks pretty even. Okay, so then you have a little bit of the aqua showing through the clouds. I will tie a ribbon up here, I think, and do the thank you at the bottom. And then I think I will have the little unicorn standing on one of the clouds, or like tucking the feet into one of the clouds. See if I can do this with just my fingers here. Might have to get the paper piercer, because I don't want to bend this too much. And this is so thin, I'm going to have to be super careful with my Tombow glue. That took a while, but I got it going. So we'll have the thank you down here. And it does just actually span just across the card. So I will, trying to think if I want it to hang over to the aqua or if I want to trim it a tiny bit. I think I want to trim it just the tiniest bit, but I want it to line up. So, I think I'm going to trim just a tiny bit. And I can eyeball this maybe with my cutter bee scissors and make it work in the end. I can like stretch it just slightly if needed. And I glue it down, so that's helpful. Okay, that was just a rough eyeball there. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this puppy down. Oh boy, see, it's coming out fast. I don't know what it is about these bottles, but it likes to come out fast at the beginning sometimes. I want to make sure it's going to stick because it's going to be hard getting these edges back up if they're not completely stuck, but mostly stuck. I don't want it to like curl up at any of these curvy spots. Adding lots of dots. I added quite a bit. Ooh, gotta be really careful with this. It's so delicate. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would be sturdier than that. Okay, and so sometimes some of these dies have lots of die pieces. There was a piece there hanging off. Okay, let's line it up. Okay, you know what? The cut job was not too bad, but my complaint number one, my fingers are very sticky. My complaint number two, I see the tiniest little die cut fuzz on some of this that I do not want. I do not know how to remove that without making it worse. So I don't know if I can actually get that off. Maybe. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty good. So there's that part. We'll go ahead and tie our bow up here on the top. The question is, do we want to loop it around a couple times? I think the answer is yes. If we have enough to loop it 3 times, I would be pleased. Okay, I think I do. And so I think I'm going to switch which unicorn I use. Do the bow on this side, unicorn over on this side. We're going to work with that. Try to get this bow. I used to be really good at tying these bows, but I don't know if I can pull it off. All right. Question is, how do we want the bow to go? Do we want it to be big? I think that's actually pretty good. So these are wrapped. I do want them like twirled around each other, not just an X and a straight line. So I'm trying to intertwine them a little bit. There we go. So we've got 3 strips going. You're going to scoot that up a bit. Did ding the card a tiny bit. Okay, scooted it up. I will trim these guys just a little bit. I do really like the twine. It holds up so nicely. The ends look nice. And I say that and then that end frayed. Let's try again. Okay, that looks better. That end frayed when I was trimming. All right, so thank you so much, Lawn Fawn. That was a free little piece of ribbon there, and it works perfectly for a card. I can loop it around 3 times, so I don't know if they measured it or it was just a random piece they cut, but it worked really well for that. Okay, so that's going to be the top there. Now we just need our unicorn, and in this case, it's going to be, I think, a Pegasus. We'll have the Pegasus standing down here in the clouds. All right, for this I've got an extra piece of paper here. I'm going to just stamp this one with my trusty Memento Tuxedo Black. Time to stamp this guy. My chair is super creaky and I just got ink everywhere. Okay. Alright, and in case we mess up, I'll stamp another one and I can use it on a future project, or I can give it to my little girl. She loves coloring. Alright, there we go. Clean that stamp off. Just using a Stampin' Scrub from Stampin' Up. Like a walking advertisement for them. I still have all my Stampin' Up stuff because it's perfectly good stuff. I'm not going to throw things away just because I don't sell their stuff anymore. It's all perfectly good stuff. My motto is use it if you got it. I will continue to use my Stampin' Up stuff as long as it works well for me. I want to match the colors here. So I've got some lime. I will use these ones, YG 23 and 25. And then for the darker color, I've got BG 40, 49 is a dark, and I've got 45. So I don't know if these two actually blend that well together. Let's find out. Oh, see, this is one of the nubs that is bent. Still works well. See, these are the two colors that happen to not be great together. So I'm going to not use BG 45. I like the color of the BG 49. So let's see if we can make this work with something else. I also have some really deep dark BG colors. See, I think that even goes better together, but not great. I always tie in some of this BG 75, which is a much darker. Oh no, see, that's way too seafoamy. Alright, don't like that one at all. There's the darker seafoam. Might have to do some inventive stuff here. Also got 15. Ooh, see, I like 15. It's BG 49. So we're gonna go with these two guys. I think that's gonna be for the hair. And then I'm gonna make the body the lime colors. So let's make sure these ones go well together. Pretty sure they do. 23 and 25. They go pretty well. So 25 is definitely much darker. So we will use that one sparingly. So let's go ahead. I'm going to color the body first, and then I will color the hair. The hair will take me longer. I'm just going to color in sections and do some. Oh my gosh, it's so green. And that is it for the green part. And then for the hair, I'm going to just go ahead and do lots of streakies with these two colors. And this part will take me a while. Yeah, I love those two teal colors together. Oh, I forgot this ear. I've got to go back and do that ear. last section here, I'm going to continue the brightness, kind of the same diagonal way there. It goes really well with how the hair flows. I'm going to continue with that. We have a very green and teal pony. I actually love it. I love the colors of it. Now I'm going to fussy cut around this and get it stuck on the card. I am going to leave white around it best I can. I just cut around the outside. I wasn't about to go into any of those gaps. I'm going to stick this guy on here. I'm going to scare myself. I'm going to stick this on there. I'm going to tuck the hooves, if I want to be technical, in a little bit. I'm going to decide where I want the pony, the Pegasus. Tuck it in like that. Just stick it down. And it does stick up because there are so many layers, so it kind of has the effect of popping it up. There, I keep trying to hold it further out. But there we go. That's basically it. I don't know that I'm going to add anything else. Maybe a couple of heart enamel dots. I definitely want them to be hearts, not just dots. So let's see what I've got as far as that goes. I've got so many things. Oh, so I've got some cute hearts in there, but they're kind of pointy. I'm not digging the pointy. Okay, we've got lots of rainbow options even. So let's see, I'm digging those. They're all like the same size, which is cute. And they go with our rainbow thing. Oh, you can tell what I love. I just bought like tons of the same things. Okay, yeah, I don't want the wonky hearts. I want the legit hearts here. The question is, do I use quite a few, or do I just make them match? I'm going to kind of put them up. Let's see. Do pink. I don't know. It should be on its row. Maybe not a pink. Maybe just green, blue, and purple to kind of go with these top layers. I think that's good. I might want a white one. No, I don't. Okay, just the three. That kind of ties in the twine as well. And that is it. There's the card. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I really, really love those dies. The little scripty is super cute. The clouds are just perfect for a card. They just turned out so good. Even though my technique wasn't the best, they still turned out really, really cute. So I am totally in love with those. I have lots of projects planned for those, and they are long enough that you could do landscape mode card like this way. So yeah, I really like how that one turned out. So I will link to all the supplies down in the description box for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this make a card with me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.